before we dive into it, we have to talk about the before. You can't know where you're going until you know where you've been. How I was living in this bedroom, I have no idea. It's been a couple of years since I moved in. If you followed the channel for a while, then you saw the empty apartment tour and the initial bedroom makeover, but it's been some time, and I somehow ended up in a space where I was basically living in just a room full of white walls. It's so not Miss Chris. I do not know how we ended up here, but here we are, or there we were. Even the cat was over it. Now when I started, I wasn't exactly sure what I was gonna do with this space. All I know is I needed to do something. And I also knew that I didn't have tons of budget, and I needed to reuse a lot of the pieces that I already had. Like, I wasn't gonna get a new headboard, I wasn't gonna get a new dresser, so I had to, as Tim Gunn says, make it work within this space. For inspiration, I have been loving lately this trend, I think they call it like the maximalist look, where basically it just means someone who likes to do the most, which sounds just like me. The most prints, the most patterns, the most colors, mixing these things together. Everything I was pulling for inspiration was like curtains with the same matching headboards, drapey, canopy things over the bed, like just doing the most, okay? And I knew that was something that I wanted to explore in this space, and when I found this fabric from Backroom Fabrics in New Orleans, I knew exactly how I wanted to incorporate it. Now let's go on a tour. To break up the white wall situation I had going on in this room, I used an old technique from my glam cave makeover at my old apartment, where I used a fabric starcher to adhere fabric to the wall. I used the same process here in this space and created my mini curtain panels, and now I have this luxe maximalist curtain on curtain, fabric on fabric, print on print bedroom sort of backdrop that also brings color and art and you know, a nice focal point into the space. I brought in my DIY waterfall bench and placed it in front of the bed so that I had a little bit of seating. And I searched thrift stores for months trying to find the perfect end table. I could not find one, so in my mind I decided I was going to settle on this floating shelf situation, but when I went to go get the wood in the hardware store, I came across these table legs and I thought, wow, a faux table is kind of a fabulous idea. So that's what I did. This little end table is the perfect place to sit and luxuriate and to do my skin routine, you know, moisturize it and whatnot. I love it. What I love most about this space is that I wanted it to really feel like a hotel. Just someplace simple and clean and cozy, someplace where I could come and just relax and refresh. I got some new bedding, new pillows. Those always make a huge difference. Some new lighting, updated the mirror, and of course, I filled in some frames that I found at the thrift store with some personal mementos and photos of my grandmother. I love this photo, but it just makes the space feel personal and special and cozy, and I love it. Oh, Sammy loves it too. So that's pretty much it. Nothing too crazy. Like I said, I didn't really have a clear vision when I started this, but I just wanted to give it a little refresh, a little update, and I'm really happy with the way that it turned out. I'm so glad I'm able to share it with you guys today, and I hope that you find a little inspiration in it for your own place.